so before I was even born, my dad, mom, and oldest brother lived in Mexico. And so my dad he thought of having a better life for his family since he just had a son, and he heard of all these great things happening in America. And so he moved to America, and there he lived with his brother and his father. But then my mom's dad lives in Indiana, Fair Oaks, Indiana, where they had like a cow farm. And so they moved all the way there through a car. And it was like, takes a couple of days to get there. And I've been through it, and it's pretty bad. And so they moved to Indiana, and they were there for like 6 years, I think. So they had my other brother, Jesus, and then 3 years after that, they had me. And a fun fact, we're all 3 years apart, so it's pretty cool. And so my family consists of my dad, Luis Alvarado, Sandra Gomez, Luis Alvarado again, I just added Carlos, Eric Alvarado, we also call him Choo Choo. And I'm Joanne, and Noah was born a couple months ago, and we also have 2 other pets, Scrappy and Olive, and I talk to them about them a lot. My brothers. So since we were young, since they were like the 2 older ones, they kind of picked on me, and you can't blame them. I mean, look at me. So kind of funny story was they would be playing video games together. They got me interested in video games, but I would want to play with them, and instead they would just give me a controller that wasn't even plugged in, and they just let me play. And I thought playing, I was like, I'm this good, and while they were playing, and it just didn't add up. So I never knew that at the time because I was a little kid. And school, so Lowell was the school I went to before, and I'm not like the other kids that move schools a lot. I was there since kinder to 5th, and my cousin came to Lowell, and he kind of got everyone's attention. And I was in the back, not really doing much to get people. I was always good at school, so I don't know why no one even looked at me for some reason. So he got sent to the Loyola summer school program or project or something, and I was still at Lowell, but he told me about it, and I applied because I thought that I was pretty good at Lowell, and it's academics, and I didn't think they had much more to offer. And so I asked my mom to enroll me. Oh, it's so nice. She asked me to enroll me, and I made it. And I didn't really think too much about it because it was just moving to a new school. I didn't know all the opportunities I had going to this new school. And this is move on to my academics in Loyola. So in science, I've always been alright in science, I guess. And it kind of, in 6th grade, I saw Miss Pierre taught, and it wasn't science, but it was vocab. And I saw how many games we played and how everything was so hands-on. I can remember, I'm pretty sure it was the first day where we played that one game, or the little activity where we shut the container, and we tried to guess what was in there. I'll be honest, now I saw a little hole in there, and I saw what's inside. And so I would always I want to be the best at a certain thing, like this website. And we were making a website, and I really didn't do so hot. I got 2.5, but I really kind of learned my mistakes. I asked for help, especially Jorge, because kind of did everything for me. But I learned from him, and I just added on from what he did, and it really I learned so much more from one day of just watching videos and such. And I ended up getting a 4. I know they're good examples. We were learning about the gravity and Sir Isaac Newton, and I did really bad in 3 specific quizzes. And I was sick on Friday or something, and I came in humanities, which is the class right before lunch and right before we leave. But I came anyway because I had to take the quiz. And I did all 3 of the quizzes, and I'm pretty sure I got a 4 in all 3. Pretty proud moment, but no. Humanities. I was never much of a reader. At least, I was never much of a reader. I never liked reading in general, but Mr. Ashley kind of changed my mind on that. And there's a fear, sorry. And so kind of like thanks to him for like helping me get into reading, because before I didn't even like picking up a book. I wouldn't even like want if I ever got a book, I would start it, but I would never finish it. It's something, it's kind of a weakness of mine, but kind of reading a book helped me in that way. And then the same happened with like writing papers and such. What can I say about writing? I'm pretty bad at correct and very sentences, as you can tell. 2.5, 3. I'm very good, at least I think. And so I always thought that my ideas are very good, but I could get it on the paper, but I would just like jumble up the words in my head, and I wouldn't ever get it right. And that's what happened in 6 years, and things have been improving ever since. And I do have better papers in this, I think, but I don't know where they are. And kind of another thing, how he got me into reading. And I read this other book that I'll mention later that's like kind of been a really big influence, but it's math. So 6th grade, I was very laid back in math. My notes were just horrible. If I could take a picture and show it to you guys, I had like stick figures written around the entire notebook. Like more stick figures than notes. And I would probably get in big trouble, and it wasn't very bad. And so 7th grade came around, and while everyone was getting their schedules and like what we would get, I saw a lot of people some people got algebra, and I just felt like I could have actually tried way more and at least had a shot at getting an algebra, but I was just too lazy. And it's kind of one of those moments that just snapped and made me want to do better in school. But there's also like another thing that happens. I'll talk about that. Latin. Latin. Okay, so Latin. So I played a video game that was called Uncharted, and it had this one coin that said this. You can translate it, right? You can say it.
You want me to translate it? Well, there's no verb, but thus, small, great are the words.
So
for small
in the
things
video
to great
game,
things.
it said
From small things to great things?
Yeah. So greatness
Comes from small things?
Yeah, great is like something from small beginnings.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, from small things.
From small things to greatness, and like kind of that's kind of like what the game revolved on, and that's how I think of life. You know, from we start as small little babies to become great human beings that can do multiple things, and our brains grow, and that's kind of like what taught me in Latin, how we didn't know anything about Latin, and as we grew more into class, we learned a lot more. And I'll be honest, Latin was not fun for me to learn or do anything, but the class itself was a lot of fun because of all the games we played. It was game kit and quizzes and Kahoots, and it kind of like it kind of burned like the subject into your head, you know, a lot of fun. And every now and then we would have the quiz, and sometimes I would do well, sometimes I wouldn't, and it was a lot of fun. How have I grown? Okay, so